Okay, so I'm not gonna stay on here forever, y'all, because it's midnight. I go back to sleep and everything. But since it was brought up, we're gonna talk about the Central Park Karen. Let's talk about the Central Park Karen. Okay, because I'm in the mood to talk about the Central Park Karen. So I'm gonna let a few of y'all get in here so we can just have a little dialogue, a little conversation about the Central Park Karen. So let's just talk about it. So I think everybody knows, and not to disparage you as our Karen, because you are okay Karen, but let's talk about the Central Park Karen. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Now, let's just talk. Now, if you have not seen the video is of course, of Central Park Karen, who is walking her dog unleashed in an area of Central Park that's called the Ramble. Right, right. That is called the Ramble. That is a wildlife, like is a bird kind of sanctuary area where a lot of bird watchers go because they are, that's it's okay from what they said, is where they can walk around. They low ground birds can go because there's not a lot of activity, things like that, right? So let me say this. First off, I have an issue with people with their dogs off of leashes. I really do. Right. Okay. So that's the first thing. First things first, I cannot stand people who unleash their dogs in places like parks and stuff. I am a dog person. I have cats now, but I'm a dog person. I grew up with dogs. I had big dogs. I had aggressive dogs. I had Nikita. I had a Labrador. I had hunting dogs. I had Irish setters. I had collies. I had German shepherds. I grew up with dogs my entire life. And when people don't have their dog on their leash irritates the fuck out of me, because it's so selfish and so just ridiculous, just in public. Because in the first place, it's a dog, right? Because you never know how they're going to react to somebody or something, right? You just do not know how they're going to do in public. And that's from even the little dogs, because I cannot stand when I see people with their dogs and then they're like, oh, they're all nice. If this little motherfucker is yapping at me, or if it's a larger dog, no. Like, just before we even get into this, just this we were like out Sunday walking. We were walking, down the street. We were walking to the lake and back, me, B, and we have Bakari. There's a fence, because there's the on the other side is the golf course, right? There's these women walking their dogs on the golf course area, but a lot of people do this. Honey, Michelle, I had to deal with that shit all the time with people with nightmare. So we're looking. I was like, because sometimes there would be some wild dogs, some stray dogs, but it's like early Sunday morning. I said, no, some dogs over there, B. Two women had their dogs off their leashes. Both of them are big dogs. They almost got into a fight, and they're like, and one lady had to like get her dog, and then the other dog luckily went away. But this could have gone so bad, because they both were off the leash. One of them was like a pit, though. It was like yeah. So right. And so you can never say that a dog, no matter what you do, no matter what you think you do, you cannot predict how a dog is going to act. A dog is going to be a dog. That's number one. So first off, she had the dog off the leash in an area that said, please keep your dog leashed. First place, your ass should have your dog on your leash. But if it says keep your dog on a fucking leash, exactly, Coco. Keep your dog on the leash, right? So first off, that's the first thing. She doesn't have her dog on her leash. Now, let me say, so then the way it goes, and so then he's asking, hey, could you take your dog, could you put your dog on a leash? And apparently he was basically said before he started filming her, like, okay, so I'm, basically he was going to tell on her. That's what angered her. So she came at him, right, exactly. And they said they got signs. So in the first place, you're in a public park. Put your fucking dog on a leash. Like Michelle said, unless it's a designated dog park, which is usually fenced in or something, unless you're in the dog park area, keep your fucking dog on a leash. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I'm a dog owner. But see, I think I respected my dogs enough and respected people enough to not have, could you, Akita, my 135-pound Akita, like Michelle said, there were so many times that people had these little bitty ass dogs off of leashes, and I would have to protect their dog from my dog because you don't have your dog on a leash. That's not fair to me. And it's not fair to your dog, because if Nightmare, and I tell people, if Nightmare gets a hold of your little rat ass dog, it's over. Ain't shit I can do. This is a dog that killed a raccoon. If Nightmare, literally, the raccoon dropped, he grabbed it by the neck, shook it, and broke its neck within seconds. I can't stop this. Listen, I used to, for real, my Akita, I used to walk him late at night and early in the morning, because I always told people he does not play well with others. So I always walked my Akita on a leash at times that I felt like he wouldn't even bother people. So, because I respect people and I understand this is a dog, but no matter what, that's his nature, is to fucking do this, right? Yeah, exactly. So no, I'm not going, to say these things. But you should always have your damn dog, because no matter what kind of dog it is, you don't know how people are going to react to a dog, if they have great fears of dogs. Whether your dog is nice or not, keep your dog on a leash, because you don't know. Right, exactly. Boom. Right? So, Nightmare literally snapped a fucking, he snapped a chain. He was on a chain, snapped that bitch. He didn't even know he had snapped it. He hit so hard on it, And so luckily, but it was somebody else who videoed her too. So that was the thing. Now the other thing is, so let's just talk about this. So let's go back to Central Park Karen. So he's telling her to put her dog on a leash. She's refusing. He's telling her, okay, so I'm gonna, basically like what she would have done if he had been, if the situation had been reversed, she would have been saying the same thing. Put your dog on a leash, which she should have said. But her reaction was, no, I'm not gonna do that. And when he said he was gonna do something, she came at him because he was videotaping her, which people do all the fucking time now to record these situations. Now, so we all see her on here talking about, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna tell them you're threatening me. So right away, you are weaponizing yourself, and you're using your whiteness, your Karenness as a weapon against this black man. And we could hear her, yes, and would you come? Will you come? Could you come? Because he's threatening me and my dog. We're in the ramble. And she's dragging this polo dog by the collar. Still won't put the damn dog on the leash. Just got the dog, just dragging him around like he's a fucking rag. The poor dog, you felt sorry for him and her being... I really do. And I'm so glad they not only videotape him, but people recognize their ass. Right, and he's just come and help me, please. Now here's the thing. I felt bad for the poor dog, but I also felt for this man who had to deal with this. And understand this if you ain't black. So this is the shit that happens all the time, especially to black men. It happens to black women too, but especially to black men, because white women know they can weaponize themselves. They're a weapon, Right. He was, right. Yeah, exactly. you know. And so her plan was to get him arrested or whatever. She didn't give a fuck. But so now that it's come out, so now that it has come out, now she comes out with her "I'm not racist" statement that every time they come out with. Now let's be honest, who she was. She's a director or VP of Franklin Templeton. So girlfriend makes money. She's doing very well. Lost her job, thank God. Now I hope it follows her ass to the next place she tries to go to. So right. Right. So exactly. To her, why are we tripping? She wasn't doing anything racist. Bitch, yes, you were. When you sat on that phone talking about this black man and you were looking at him like, and here's the thing about that. Here's the thing about that. She did it so easily. You know she's done things like this before. Make no mistake, she's done this or talked about it. No matter what she talks about and how liberal, right? Right, he told her to step back from him. She came up on him. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump has made these people feel like they are very emboldened. And I'm just being honest with you. They're so feeling empowered that this has become a thing now. In the last few years, this has really become a thing. You know. Oh, she not only thought she was going to be believed, but she felt like, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm about to get your ass in trouble. I'm about to get your ass in trouble. So imagine how, in her position of power, how she treated black men. Right. Oh, she'd have done some low-key shady shit to some people of color. And it probably just ain't black folks. But black men, and this is why we say these things about black men. And that's why everybody's saying it, that what she did was tantamount to what happened in Minneapolis. Because they put a knee on that man's neck, and this is the same thing that could have happened to him based on what she was trying to do. And she knew damn well what she was doing. But now you're talking about you got an apology, and you're talking about this destroying your life because you got caught. Because now people are talking about you. See, she didn't care about a recording because she thought no one was ever going to see that recording. That's why she didn't give a fuck. She thought nobody was going to see the recording. Nobody's going to see how she acted. And I'm so tired of this being the rhetoric and the speech afterwards. I'm not really racist. Every time people get caught on this bullshit, that's the first thing. I'm not really racist. And everything has destroyed my life. And now she's looking for sympathy. Bitch, I ain't got no sympathy for you. What I have is right. And so what she thought was gonna happen is everybody's gonna take her side. Right? Oh honey, honey, this is serious. And we have rolled back. No, she has never had suffered the consequence of her racism because she's been doing it around other racist people who ain't gonna say shit. Right. Oh, she was expecting them not to listen to anything he had to say, anything like that. She expected her white tears to change the whole narrative. That's what she expected. Right. He asked her, hey, can you put, and then here's the interesting thing, and here's another thing around here. And this is really, and let me tell you what's really says a lot about the racism, the inherent racism in America. You know why people are really siding with him, especially, and I'm putting it out here. The reason why people are really siding with him is not only is he a black man, but he's a professional man. You know, He's a professional man, and he's actually in the National Audubon Society. So he's a recognized person in bird watching. So that actually works in his favor, because I'm gonna be real with y'all. If he was just, the hood dude sitting up there telling her that shit, it wouldn't have been as powerfully accepted, right? Harvard graduate. It wouldn't be as powerfully accepted if it had been just, Pookie from the corner. If it had just been Pookie from the corner, they'd have been like, well, he probably, what the narrative would have been, he probably was threatening her. Trust and believe that shit would have came. There would be some people talking about, we just didn't see it. He probably did threaten her. But, and I hate to say this, thank God he had the shit behind him. Thank goodness he had the stuff behind him that makes him worthy of them saying he's okay, right? And that's even worse. And that's that makes it even worse. But understand, Karens of the world, and Mike's, or whoever wants to, and Bobby Joes or whatever. We live now in a time where we understand we need to videotape this shit. So we got phones. We all got phones. So we automatically know. Right. We automatically know. We better tape this shit before these motherfuckers have us under some kind of shit. And that's the real. So I'm saying that all to say, yeah, this shit irritates me. I thought I had more of these. Right. And those are the things. Right. Hi, Ducky. No, exactly. And that's the thing, is that, yeah, that was rough. That was rough. And that's the thing that makes it so difficult. Oh, okay. I thought I was buying more for some reason. Right. So that is the reason why we are so ambivalent to things like this. Right. And that's what I'm saying, is that and so that's what is very scary, and that's why I worry about the world out here for my son. And luckily my son moves in ways that, because let me tell you something, DJ had that happen to him. DJ was on a bus out in the suburbs, because this happened when DJ, and this was before, people, before we was really had the video phones, camera phones and everything, and never even occurred to him. He was sitting on a bus, minding his own business, coming from I think he was either coming from work or school. Yeah. Right. And right. Okay. So he was on the bus, and this old white lady sat behind him and just started calling him all kind of niggas. All right. All kind of niggas. It was like, she just called him nigga. What this nigga doing on our bus? He was so angry. Now here's the thing. He couldn't react to that. And see, that's what that old broad knew. He couldn't react to it, because if he did, now luckily he was on the bus and the bus driver got involved, but just, this happens. I mean, this woman, he said no reason. I was just sitting there. She just sat behind me and she called me all kind of niggas. And why this nigga on this bus? He don't need to be over here the fuck, I mean, just going off on him for no reason. He hadn't said a word to her, didn't do anything, nothing happened. And she felt like she could do that to this man. And that's the world we live in. And now if he had turned around on her and said, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up, then it would have been, oh my God, he spoke to me like that. And if he had, no one would have listened to the fact that this woman had just sat there and disrespected him for blocks. It would have been this horrible black man talk to this woman like that. It's like, and that is why this woman did that, because she understood very well by saying, this is this black man doing this to me, that she would get the response she wanted. She weaponized her whiteness, her Karenness, because, and that has been throughout our history. Karens have been a weapon against us. Emmett Till, we can just go by. Listen, this ain't nothing new. This has been going on for generations. Look, we could talk about Emmett Till lost his life because they said he whistled at a white woman. We could go down the line of black men that have lost their lives for just speaking to a white woman. So do not tell me that you do not understand who you are, because this shit has been happening for decades, for generations. The weaponization of your whiteness against black men. So come on. Don't even pretend. If any white woman tries to pull that bullshit, you're a lie. Let's pull out all these movies. Let's just pull out all the history of how y'all been acting toward black men. You got right, exactly. And then, thank you, Melissa. And then she confessed that she made the shit all up. This little boy lost his entire life. Because this girl lied about him and said he whistled at her. First off, he whistled at her. They killed him. That's just already crazy as fuck. But then to say that you lied on him and you waited to your deathbed to admit to the fact that you fucking lied on this person, and he died because of it. That's the weaponization of being a Karen. And that has been going on forever. That ain't the first. Emmett Till was not the first. And clearly he is not the last. I mean, we hear about it all the time. We hear about women accusing black men of doing some heinous things for no reason, because they can. Right. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the Jesus side. So let me go and tell the truth. I lied on this boy. Right. So you wonder why. So please don't ever wonder why that we have a side eye. Why we not, and I'm never surprised when I see this shit. I don't understand black folks who act surprised when they see this shit. Because right. And how about this? While people tell you to go back to Africa, here's the interesting thing. I love that conversation about go back to Africa when you ain't from here either. So are we all going back to where we came from? Because your motherfucking ancestors ain't from here either. Your ancestors ain't from here either. Right. Exactly. And let me tell you, it's a very bold, let me tell you something, and I'm just being honest. It's become a very scary, emboldened time for people like this, because for a long time they stayed quiet. They did their shits on the low. Now they feel bold. They feel empowered to treat us like this, just in general. I mean, they gonna walk. Now let me just tell y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That's a trigger for me. Y'all might have to get bail money, because if I promise y'all, promise y'all. It's always been a trigger for me. If some white hoe come up to me and say some ignorant ass shit, and don't let her call me a nigga, y'all. I'm just letting you know. Get y'all get bail money together. Cause I'm telling you right now. I'm just telling you right now. If you're there at the time, just know you're going to find out 53-year-old Lou is crazy as fuck. Because if that happens, I don't give a man or woman. We fighting right there. I'm just being real. This is just my trigger. Call me a nigga. Just find out. White person call me a nigga. Just, hey, no. Fuck your ass up. I'm just letting you know. This is just who I am. So that's the trigger. They can videotape me whooping that ass. Because I swear to God, I'll jump on somebody's back. Oh, I will. Right. Right. I'm just letting you know. I am just letting you. They ain't even got to say it in anger. Because it's just going to happen. I used to do it as a kid. That was my thing when I was a kid. Right, where Kim at? She got my bail money. Right. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know. If the shit go down, just know. Just, yo, I'm in jail. I'm at the jail. I'm at 3rd district. I'm at District 1. What happened? You know, bitch called me a nigga. I wear rings. I don't know. Fucking her ass up. You know, just, I rolled back to my 10-year-old Lou. And says, I don't know what happened. Because 10-year-old Lou was a beast. I was called nigga quite a bit at 10, 11, 12. And I whooped everybody's ass who said that shit to me. Oh my God. No. So just happened. It just happened. Who just gave me some money? Is that part of my bail money? That's my bail money. Thank you for the bail fund, Lou. Michelle Moore. Thank you. If you don't get your crying ass away from me. Okay. Yeah, you know, start the bail fund. Y'all be like, y'all get GoFundMe up for me. You know, I tell B, start the GoFundMe. Start the GoFundMe, okay? Come here. Come here. Come here. What you want? Come up here. What you want? Ain't nobody listen to that shit. Ain't nobody dealing with your crazy ass, Juicy. Go away. With your whiny ass cat ass. Go on now. Okay, so who's the stuff I got ready? Oh, I got Danny's package ready. I got Melissa's stuff ready to go out. Who else did I got? Oh, I got a couple of things right here. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. I need to get off here. Do y'all know I'm behind? Everybody wants to feel superior to somebody. And the easiest way to feel superior, I don't know. I'm going back and forth on that, Melissa. The whole membership thing, I started it. I didn't do it. We'll talk about it. Okay. I started it. I don't even know what okay. Let me work on that. I'm so goofy. Well, you know what? It's all about whatever is superior. And sadly, we have gotten to this point where having no melanin is superior. All right, Lisa, because you know what? Because you know, you might be okay, but you got to act like you don't know me. Remember, you can't be a friend of a black person and try to defend them in them situations. You have to be this innocent bystander who's like, oh my God, I saw it and she was doing this to her. That's the way you have to play it, okay? Because you cannot be a friend of a black person and then try to defend them, because then you're automatically suspect. I'm just letting you know. That's the way it works. Let me just give you a heads up on how that works. Okay, y'all. So thank you all for coming in. Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Just run her over as mechanic. I don't know what happened. So I'm just telling you, you don't know me. We're not friends. You were just walking down the street and you saw this happen. You were like, oh my God, what just happened? That's where you have to play it. I'm just telling you. Yeah, yeah, right. If that is so true. If that happened, then yeah. It's a man. It's me. I'm the malfunction. Oh my God. Oh, I have to get some really, oh my goodness. I can't send these out because I have clear tape right now in my label maker. But eventually I'm gonna be sending these out. Look at how gorgeous this black is. That's how shiny and black. I can't send these out right now because they're too dark. But they're so beautiful. I'm gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to get one clear with different color ink. I have to figure that out because I like these. These are cute. If I can get some different color ink, that would be lovely. I could switch them up. Okay, I will. So let me get off of here. I'll go look at that right now, Michelle. So let me get off of here. Thank you all, because I do have to act like I got a job tomorrow. That's what I got to do. I think I got another meeting tomorrow. Because I'm helping with something. I'm helping them set up something for summer. I think they should. I think they should. I think she should have been given a fine, or yeah. I think if they start doing that, when it's proven that you on some bullshit, then they would stop doing that. I totally agree. I think across the board that has to happen. Cause then that should have stopped. Because I'm loving that she lost her job. Don't get me wrong, but I also wish that she could get some type of some you know yeah, right. When the police got to the scene, no one was there. So yeah, they have both left. But at this point, they should be able to. They should be able to, like, hey, okay, 30 days in jail and a hefty fine. That would stop that shit. I bet you Karens would think about it again. They'd be like, oh, do I want to go to jail for this? Then it would be okay. Then, oh, is this worth getting arrested for? Oh. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Let's get out of here. Talk to you later. Shut up, Melissa. Let's not talk about Jesse and the noose and the bleach. Right, right. Good night, good night.